Settle down, please, everyone. Good morning, and welcome back to Herbology class. Now, does anyone remember what we learned last week? Amanda? Very good. That's enough, thank you. Yes, we learned about the mutated Dionea muscipula, a carnivorous plant that has multiple mouths that can open up to capture living prey, to then devour it. Fascinating, is it not? Well, this week we are all going to learn about what to do if something gets captured by that plant that you want to rescue. Yes. Well, the process is a little bit time consuming, but we are going to do it together today. As you can all see, I put tiny little versions of the plants on each of your tables, and I of course have a very big one that could eat a human being alive. Now, you do not need to worry about the plants on your tables. Obviously they are tiny, so they cannot harm you, at least not in a deadly way. So, I am going to need you all to write protocols today. I know, but it's important. So pay attention, everyone. Now, the homework that you had to get done for this week was to catch a grasshopper in one of the little cages that I gave you. I can see you all did that. Very good, very good. Now, I already see some worried faces, but we are going to make sure that none of the grasshoppers are going to be hurt. Alright? If you follow my instructions and listen carefully. Now, instinctively, what would you do if your favorite cat got captured by one of these plants? What would be the first thing you would do? Amanda? Well, no, I'm asking what you would do instinctively. That is correct, we are going to do that. But if you are in the moment and you are scared for your pet, what would you do? First thing that comes to your mind. Yes, Theodore? Correct. Most people would want to cut down the plant immediately. Just tear it open. But write that down. Never hurt the plant. Never. Underline the word never. If you try to hurt the plant in any kind of way, it'll release a toxic gas that could potentially kill you and your furry little friend that you're trying to save. Understood? Very good. So, instead of attacking the plant, we are going to trick it. We will make the plant believe that in the mouth that we are trying to open, there is no prey at all. And how do we do that? Well, you all learned a few weeks ago, I believe, in Professor Kleist's class, how to make something called mock flesh, correct? Very good. Well, he always urges you to have some of that with you. Why is that? No one? Did no one of you pay attention in his class? Yes, Amanda. Correct. With mock flesh, you can lure certain animals or creatures that might, well, hunt you or try to hurt you away from you. Lure them away from you with the mock flesh. Or simply if you want to catch a certain creature as well. Mock flesh, as you hopefully all remember, is imitating actual flesh that is without any fur and, well, basically half decomposed already. So naturally, for some beings, that is very tasty. Or at least it smells like that. It's obviously not actual flesh, hopefully. Yes, it's not. I know. Well, we are going to use the mock flesh. As you can see, in the middle of the classroom, there is a table with a little bit of mock flesh in all of these tiny bowls. I want you all to take a bowl to your place. Now, as you can see, some of your plants have some mouths that are closed, but that is no problem. Since the room is always locked, there can be no living creatures in there. The plant sometimes simply mistakes falling leaves for prey and catches those. Alright, so no need to worry, there's nothing in there. As you all get one of these bowls, I'm just going to take a look at my plant, since the big mouth that I wanted to work with today is closed up and I just want to see what's in there. So you all just take your time. Oh dear. Oh, well, that's unexpected. I think I found your classmate, everyone. No, stay seated, please. Well, no, your classmate is still breathing. Everything is fine. How long have you been in there? Oh, it's fine. Everything is fine. Well, then, I suppose your classmate will be a perfect example as to why you need to listen to your teachers when they tell you not to go somewhere without a teacher. Yes, well, do not worry. I know what I'm doing and I'm going to get you out of there. Just stay calm. Well, has everyone gotten some of the mock flesh? Very good. Then I'm going to get mine as well. Please stay calm, everyone. Now, everyone, please take your tweezers and carefully put the grasshoppers into your plants. Ideally, you should pick one of the mouths that you can easily reach. And careful not to put your hands into the mouths of the plant, yes. Now, if you are dealing with a creature that can understand your language, you should simply tell them at this point to stay calm and to not move too much. However, if you are dealing with a creature that does not understand you, like a grasshopper or a cat or any other magical being, then you should use a spell to calm them or a potion. But ideally, a spell would be better. And I think you all know which spell would help in a situation like that. Someone else, maybe, who has an idea? Amanda, yes. Good, very good, exactly. Everyone, please use the spell to calm down your grasshoppers. Now for you, just stay calm. Like I said, I don't think I need to use a spell here. Yes, good. Is everyone done? No panicking, grasshoppers? Good, very good. Now, it is time for the mock flesh. What exactly does the mock flesh do? No, that was... it was a rhetorical question. I am going to answer that myself, Amanda. Well, as we all learned last week, when the plant catches its prey, it is using its acidic saliva to decompose the prey. Now, that process can take quite some time. For your classmate, how are you feeling? Is it itchy? No? Oh, good. Well, in the case of your classmate, they are very, very lucky because they are wearing quite a lot of clothes. The saliva needs, well, it needs much more time to get through to the skin, naturally. So if you have an animal in there that has fur, you have more time to work, alright? So in the case of your classmate, since they are not even wearing the school uniform but a thick coat, we have some time. Good. Now, the mock flesh. What are we going to do? We are going to place the mock flesh in one of the other mouths of the plant to lure the plant's saliva away from its original victim. Why? Because this mock flesh seems to be something that is much more easily decomposed than a human being, for instance. So the plant, naturally, is going to direct its attention to the mock flesh first. Because obviously, from this, it thinks it can get its energy much more quickly. So it'll first try to eat this flesh, and then after it's done with this, it would go back to its original prey. Understood? Good. Now, with the mock flesh, please pay attention. You are going to put a layer of at least 5 millimeters of the mock flesh in one of the other mouths. And you are going to spread it all over the inside of that plant's mouth. Why do we not just put a lump of the mock flesh in one of the mouths? Theodore, an idea? Not quite, but good idea. Someone else? Well, if we just put a lump of the mock flesh into one of the mouths, what happens is it'll simply not recognize the mock flesh. It'll simply not pay enough attention to it. So, spread a layer of at least 5 millimeters into one of the other mouths of the plant, everyone. If you do not have a ruler with you, you could use about half of your pinky's fingernail to measure it. That should be about 5 millimeters. But ideally, you should of course always have a ruler with you. So, everyone, please make sure it is really at least 5 millimeters. We are going to learn in a moment why that is very important. There we go. How are you feeling in there? It smells terribly, doesn't it? Well, yes, that's the saliva. But it should be fine in a moment, once the plant redirects its attention to the mock flesh. How's everyone doing? Does it work? Looks good. I'll be going around in a moment. Don't worry. Now, something important. Once you have one mouth of the plant that is filled with a 5mm layer of the mock flesh, or more if you want, only then can you try to fill a second mouth with the mock flesh. It is important, however, that you do not try to fill 2 mouths at once with, let's say, 2mm of the mock flesh. Because then, again, the plant isn't going to focus on that. It's going to ignore the mock flesh. So first make sure you have enough mock flesh for one mouth with a 5mm layer. And only then, if you have something more left of the mock flesh, then you can try to fill another mouth. Understood? Very good. Let's use this one. Yes, question? Oh, no, that's completely fine. That's normal. Don't worry. Yes, no, it's all good. There we go. Now, can anyone tell me what exactly is happening once you filled one of the mouths with the 5mm mock flesh layer? Yes? Bubbles. Good. If you do not see bubbles, then you've done something wrong. Probably not enough mock flesh. If you see bubbles, that means that the mock flesh and the acidic saliva are reacting, and the plant is starting to decompose the mock flesh. So, if you see bubbles, you've done everything right. You are surely starting to hear it as well. A bit strange, isn't it? Now, I'm just going to go around and make sure your classmates are doing everything correctly. If there's something that seems strange to you, if you need anything, you can just call for me, alright? Good. Just stay calm as you've been doing so far. Yes, Amanda? No, that's very good, very good. Perhaps you could use a little more. You see the bubbles, they are rather small. Yes, look. No, take a look at the plant that Theodore has. You see the bubbles? Exactly, that is the signs that you should want. Very good. How are we doing over here? That looks fine. Oh no, it might just take a little longer for you it's a younger plant. Don't worry, you're used to 5 millimeters. Everything's right. Just wait a little longer. It can sometimes take a little bit, depending on the plant. That is what you wrote last week. No, take. You have enough time. You can write a new protocol. It's alright. Don't worry. Got mock flesh all over it. Oh dear. Well, no, it's fine. The mock flesh itself isn't dangerous to you, of course, so it's fine. Yes, yes. Very good, everyone. Now, as you surely are starting to notice, the acidic saliva is being dragged away from the prey that you're trying to save and pulled towards the mock flesh. That is exactly what we wanted. Now we have some time until the plant has fully decomposed the mock flesh. So we need to use that time. Surely some of you might be confused as to why the plant is not yet opening up its mouth. Well, we simply haven't distracted it enough. So, what else can we do to distract the plant? That was another rhetorical question. We can use intense smells to simply distract the plant, mostly from its victim's smell of fear, right? So we could use good or bad smells. The importance is that the smell is intense. So now, for the sake of us being here in this classroom for a little longer, I suggest we use something that smells good. That is why you have a bowl of dried lavender petals over there. Everyone, please take some of it into a bowl and back to your place. Alright? I'm going to take some as well, and then I will show you what to do with it. Take your time, it's alright. There's enough for everyone. Good. Now, what you want to do with the lavender is simply take some of it into your hands and then just rub it together. You are going to spread the smell in your hands. A little warning, perhaps your hands are going to smell like lavender for the entire week, if not longer. But that's not the worst thing now, is it? Take some more if you think it's not enough. Well, it's fitting to make the entire Herbology classroom smell like lavender, is it not? you allergic? Well, you know what spell to use, hopefully. And now, you are going to spread the smell all over the plant. Just move your hands around and spread the smell all around the plant. As much as you can. Well, you have to stand up and move a bit. That's good. You kids don't move enough anyway, so this is a good exercise. I know it is a little strange, but normally when you're trying to save a creature from a plant like this, there is no one else around to look at you and think, what a strange person. So do not worry about that. Always keep in mind it is to save a dear little friend of yours. So it does not matter how strange you might look. Now, if you did it correctly, you should be able to see that the plant is slowly lowering that mouth with the prey in it. But at that point, something that a lot of people would tend to do is to try and help out the victim, to try and pull them out already as soon as the mouth is opening. Again, do not do that, because then you will draw the attention of the plant back to the original victim as soon as the plant senses movement in there. Alright? So wait until the plant naturally drops its victim. Very important. Now with you that should take a little longer. So I'm going to go around and take a look at how your classmates are doing again. And you, well, get ready for a hard fall onto the floor. I'm not going to try and get you something soft to land on, since you need to learn your lesson, perhaps the hard way. And again, if something seems strange or something hurts, you can call for me. Alright, very good. You can put your little friend back in the cage. I'll wait until after class to set them free, right? to move around the plant some more. Spread the smell completely around the plant. Right? Yes, that is very good. Almost dancing around the plant. That is beautiful. Very good, everyone. Most grasshoppers are falling out. Very good. Just put them back in the cages, alright, for now. And then you can set them free during the break. Alright, any questions? No? Oh, good. There is no assignment for next week because I think you all deserve a break for once, and I've heard that some of the other professors gave you quite a lot of assignments to do. Alright, so none from me this week, but I do hope that you are taking a good look at the protocols again and remember everything that I said today, because that will be relevant for the exams. Oh, now I have your attention. Very good. Well, and I think that there is... Oh, let me help you up. There you go. How are you feeling? Dirty, yes, that makes sense. Well, you should go to the infirmary for now and just make sure everything is alright. And then we are going to have a conversation about why exactly you were in this room without a teacher at some other point. Yes, no need for explanations now. Just go to the infirmary. And do not come in here again without a professor. Understood? Good. Then hopefully I will see you next week.